Hi, and thanks for joining the SJ Child Show. The SJ Child Show brings value to families through education and resources. But the SJ Child Show isn't just about me, it's about us as a community. Join me as we help educate and support our community, help bring kindness and love and inclusion to all. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and watch. I really appreciate all the support from all of the viewers and listeners, and I just want to let you know I want you to join me on this journey. Come and follow my social media, and let's do this together. Enjoy the show. Introducing Autism Vehicle Home Safety Kits, Emergency Responder, alert stickers, personal profiles with autism needs and a communication board, masks and earplugs, keeping families and emergency responders educated and safe. Get yours today at sjchilds.org. Helping autism families impact their child's developmental milestones through home relocation, community resources, and home designs. For every 3 homes Natalie Castro sells, she funds and designs a sensory room for a community center servicing individuals with autism. She volunteers to coach law enforcement, first responders, and ER nurses how to have a positive experience for individuals on the autism spectrum. Hi, and welcome to the SJ Child Show. I'm your host, SJ Childs, and today I have a really great guest, Dr. Ambroes Turner. I hope I pronounced everything correctly there.
Yes, you did.
Wonderful. It's so nice to have you here today. I'm thrilled to talk about the projects that you have worked on and just your past experiences in education that you're going to share with us today. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. And I appreciate the invite. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm excited to talk about the books and just, any other great education that you want to share for advocating for your child, for their emotions. And before we get started with all that, give us an introduction to yourself and how this all got started for you.
Okay. Well, my name is Dr. Ambroes Turner. I'm a doctor of counseling psychology. I'm also a licensed psychotherapist and an author and a professor. I've been in private practice for over 29 years, telling my age. But within my practice, I work with children and families. And throughout my practice, I have seen a lot of parents. I've gone through the journey with them. I've seen the tears. I've seen the concern, And so I decided to write about some of the behaviors that I see, some of the mental health diagnoses that I see every day within my practice. I'm very active. I'm an advocate. I write IEPs. I have been asked to write IEPs. I will attend IEP meetings, and I do everything to help to improve that child's situation so that academically they can be the best person.
Fantastic. And families need someone like you so badly in their lives, and they just don't know that you exist and don't know how to find it, right? And this is the perfect way to show and to offer that help and to say there is help and there is let us just shine the light on the path for you to be able to choose what is best for you and your child.
Yes, because and another thing, with writing books is that because it has been impossible for me to see all of the children. Right now, my practice, there's like a 4 to 6 month wait just to see me.
Wow.
But the books, my books are very helpful because what I write about is what I've practiced and I know that it works.
Yeah.
So yes, just educating. I just like educating everyone. It's important to educate the parents and the children because it takes a collaborative effort for everyone working together. to achieve
Absolutely.
the goal.
Yeah, especially when your child has challenges. I mean, I think that that's when we stop and listen and look. We don't, otherwise, we just kind of go about our days or our lives and ourselves until we're faced with, well, why is our child not speaking? Or why is our child acting this sort of way? And, my beliefs in my children as far as that goes is that they're communicating, and it's a form of communication that I need to better help understand for them to strategize how to do it in a way that's better understandable for me and for
Yes.
society.
Yes, because what I've learned through all my years of practicing and all the education that I've obtained throughout the years, that children do not act out without a reason.
Yeah.
So whenever your child behaviors change, there's something going on with that child. And parents should talk to them and just try to find out what's going on, validate their feelings, because sometimes as parents, we're so busy. There's so much going on that we don't really actually listen to our children sometimes.
Yes,
And what
ma'am.
I find out in therapy sometimes, that all that child wants is someone to really listen and to understand, you
Yeah,
know.
I agree.
Mm.
My husband and I have just been so lucky that we've had just a great connection and relationship, a friendship before it was a relationship. So that made it easy to still remain friends, right?
Mhm.
And but through that, we've recognized the attention versus connection with our child. And when our child comes to us and they're lingering, or they want to talk to us about their Minecraft, or they want to sing a song, that's the time they're looking for connection, not attention. And it's so important for parents to see that and to hear what I'm saying, in that they want you to be with them, not
Mhm.
just have you in the room and do on your phone. Like, really be there and compliment them. Wow, this you worked so hard on this Minecraft house, or you've practiced so much on this song you've been singing. It's so important to do those things with your kids.
It is, because by nature, children just want to please us. And when you tell them, oh, you're doing great, this is wonderful, I'm so proud of you, that changes a lot of the behavior issues that you have, because they just want to please us. And
Mm-hmm.
if you tell them they're going to feel good, it's going to build that confidence, and they're going to continue to try to do what's right. And I strongly agree with that. That
Yeah.
is so.
Yeah, I think that we have a lot, like you said, great minds right off the beginning. I think that the best thing I've learned, and like I told you, we have similar aged older children. And I had been raising my stepdaughter since she was 4. And for me, I mean, that's a whole human. That's a whole adult that I've raised already at 22 years old. And being down those roads of not understanding how to be a parent, like not knowing the what I know now, right? Hindsight, but being able to kind of do it over with younger children decade later and say, okay, that I did wrong. Like, her self expression of the shoes she wants to wear, the clothes she wants to wear, the hairstyle she wants to have. Like, those are things I don't need to control. I don't need to fight. Like, those are their self expressions. And the more we show them that that's okay to have those, like that, it's funny. I have already apologized to my stepdaughter more times than, and had this like, I was wrong kind of, come to Sydney. That's what I call it. And so, yeah, it's been a really great opportunity to try a different style of parenting and have wild success in that.
Yeah, because we know that parenting doesn't come with a book, you know,
Right?
so it takes trial and error. But as we, like you said, as we go through the stages, you know, it usually gets better because we learn from that.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
experience help us grow and makes us a better um, person. But I don't think the children hold that against us. Because
Yeah. I
I had to
agree.
go back. I had to go back to my son is 21 years old, and I actually had to go back and apologize to him
Yeah.
about some things that I know that I did wrong while
Yeah.
he was growing up. But to him, he's like, "No, mom, no."
Right.
I'm like, "Are you sure?" But I
Yeah.
know I did things.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
But that also shows them a strong, resilient, confident, and empowered parent that they have a connection with, because some other children, had you not had that kind of relationship, might take that for granted and be like, yeah, you owe me or something. But that wasn't the case, right? As not for mine as well. So she's just a darling as far as our relationship is concerned. So it's great, though, to see now the resilience, the confidence, and the empowerment my youngest daughter, who's 10, is bringing to the world. And this whole new set of like, whoa, girl, watch out for this girl kind of thing, rather than the shy,
Mhm.
troubled child that my poor, stepdaughter had to go through that for so long. And so it's great to see the different environmental changes that took place and really what happened after that. And it's very anecdotal, but it's very inspiring as well.
And I can imagine because what we know is, healthy emotions, children being able to self-regulate, that helps self-esteem.
Mhm.
It helps with anxiety, anxiousness, and stress and worry.
Yeah.
I always say that children, whenever I work with children, and I always say this to them, I said, I always tell them, if you don't remember anything else I say, please remember this. I just want you to be a happy little kid.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about all the things that you're worrying about. You need to enjoy life. You need to play. You need to have fun. Play your games, whatever makes you happy.
Mhm.
Let mom and dad worry.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be happy, enjoy life because it's gonna be a time in life when you're gonna have to
Yeah.
not be a child anymore, So
Mhm.
just enjoy. These are the most important years of your life.
Mhm.
Enjoy, you know.
Absolutely. See, listeners, I've been saying it right all along. Just prove, right? Thanks for
Yes.
backing me up. But I agreed, because when we give our children the independence to have the boundaries to self-regulate, but the independence to grow, that is where like their own self is growing, and you
Mhm.
can watch it. It's like the first time, my, I think she was 8 or 9, she wanted to fry an egg, and of course you want to stand behind her and, don't do this, don't do that, but what's she really going to learn from you hand over handing all of the
Mhm.
time? You have to let her make a mess, crack the egg all over the place, burn it on the burner a little, maybe, right? Well, whatever happens, like that, those are her steps for learning to be her process.
Mhm.
And so many times parents want to control that and be right on top of that and say, oh, no, let me do it for you. Or, I guess probably in some of their cases, they won't get taught at all. And that's something
Mhm.
they'll have to learn on their own 100%.
Mhm.
But pardon me, I love when she then was just like, okay, I got this. And now, she's making breakfast for her friends. She's just
Mhm.
all of this exciting stuff. And she's only 10. Like, it's great that she can cook and she can do these things on her own, and, go into the store and buy something. I'll wait in the car. Like, I can see you right here. You need to learn how much things cost, how much when you get up there, if you've got 2 packs of gum and a Slurpee and you've got to lose a pack of gum, that's what you got to learn, when it happens. And so I think those are really like important life skills that parents don't realize are right in front of them that they can help their
Mhm.
children achieve.
Mhm. Because like you say, we have to teach them those life skills because we're not going to always be around. And another thing too, like with your daughter, she likes cooking. that could be an intervention for her or strategies when she's feeling like she's kind of angry or, depressed or down.
Yeah.
That would be her go-to that will
Hmm.
make her feel good and relax her.
I
So
love that you said that. Yeah.
those are the things that, I found that the things that work best with children are the things that they enjoy doing.
Mhm. Yeah,
It has more impact.
exactly. You build their weaknesses with their strengths.
Mhm.
100%. If you're
Yes,
teaching math and you need to learn multiplication tables, build a Minecraft multiplication table. And
that's
believe me,
right.
your kid is gonna love
They
it.
love it. That's right. You have to be creative,
Yeah.
right?
And
But you can work
enter
with
their world. Yeah.
things that you already have, things that they're
Exactly.
already doing.
Let's talk about the book and kind of, the meaning behind it and the message that it has for kids.
Okay. Well, Rex's journey, helping children understand and cope with emotions, is a book about it's about children going through different types of emotions. And we know just with children, sometimes they may be happy, they may be angry, they may become depressed, but they cannot tell you why. Okay. So Rex is this little boy in which we follow him on his journey of him um, feeling these things, anger, depressed, and he's having problems at home, not get along with his sister. He's having problems at school, you know. And so when the principal called his parents and suggested, I think we should put Rex into some counseling. And that's when he went into counseling. And what the counseling taught Rex how to deal with those different types of emotions. And the counselor was able to find out, why are you feeling this way, Rex? And his thing was, the kids are bullying me at school. Okay. But see, the kids were bullying him at school because see, Rex was mean to the children,
Mm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Self-reflection, huh? That doesn't happen often at that age. Yeah.
so he just talked to him about some things, ask him about things that made him happy and things that made him feel good. And just Rex talked about he drew a picture of his family, and he drew a picture of his parents, him playing with his sister, his parents looking out at him. And some things just made him happy was he liked to draw. He enjoyed spending special time with his dad riding his bike. He enjoyed spending family time and things like that. And so he just talked about the things that made him feel happy. And so those are the things that his counselor said, those are the things I want you to concentrate on when you start having all these different types of emotions. He learned some breathing techniques.
I love that.
And he said the best way to remember to do your breathing techniques, I want you to think about when you were blowing out that candle on your birthday cake. And that's the type of breathing I want you to do. And so Rex started to practice his coping skills. His parents got involved, and dad spent time with him. His mother, spent special time with him. And then Rex was this happy, go lucky little kid again. And
Yeah.
all of his friends were playing with him again. So it just takes you on his, on the journey. And some of the behavior that you see, in school. So many children, so many of my kids that I see in my practice are able to relate to the book. It's a
Yeah.
multicultural book, so everybody can see themselves in that book.
Yeah.
You know, and so
I love
that's what
that.
it is.
Oh my gosh. And I really love that you showcase yourself really as a counselor, being able to give, him the tools, because in all of the other books you can think of, it's, oh, he learned how to do this. And it's about the child themselves and it's just really about that. So I just think that is so special that you would bring in that super important piece of, where's the child getting this information? Like, where what is available for to help
Mhm.
a child with their emotions. So brilliant on your part there. Brilliant. Oh
Well, thank you. And this is what all the kids, they like to hear this part here. Rex is actually my dog, and he's in the book.
my gosh, I love
So
that.
if you look, yeah, I love my dog named Rex. He's
Oh.
wow, he's a rescue dog, and so he really
Yeah.
has some like mental issues.
Oh,
He has anxiety and things like that,
yeah.
So Rex is actually the black dog, the black and white dog in the book,
Okay.
and
I love that.
he's the main character. So I made Rex a human. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have the brown dog in the book, and that's my dog Roxy. She's
Okay.
his sister. Yeah. So they're actually in the book.
I love
And
that.
so I have a book coming out later this year.
Yeah.
The name is ADHD Warrior, helping children conquer ADHD unwanted behavior. Roxy, the brown dog in Rex's journey, she's the star of ADHD Warrior. So,
Perfect. I love that. Oh my gosh. After this, I'm going to show you some things you're going to laugh about. Yes, that's it's tying together so beautifully. That's so great. And, kids really relate to animals, to kids, to seeing themselves, being able to relate with themselves. And it's so important that we help them to learn how to understand their emotions, how to move forward with their emotions in whatever direction and realize what the consequence is for those directions.
yes, because if we teach our children to better self-regulate their emotions, they will have less stress,
Yeah.
less anxiousness, which we know this all leads to anxiety disorders,
Mhm.
you know, and it'll help build their self-confidence and their self-esteem
Yeah.
because they'll be able to handle certain situations. You can sit there and watch, probably just listening to you. I can imagine your daughter, you can actually sit there and watch her sometimes and her little mind just working through problem solving and doing things very relaxed and using,
Yeah.
strategies to get through. And that's what it teaches them,
Mhm.
so that they're not impulsive, you
Yeah.
know.
Exactly. And, we are impulsive as humans, and it's so great to show kids or even just to tell them, like, make mistakes. Sometimes I have to apologize for things. Sometimes I feel I get angry, when I'm driving, maybe,
Mhm.
and, or, whatever the situation may be that occurs. And it's great for, but this is how I handle it. And this is how, when I go somewhere, we were talking about networking on the fly. And one of the things, we went to a grocery store last night, and one of my books is about Down syndrome. And there's a wonderful gentleman at the grocery store with Down syndrome that I've become super good friends with. And so I give him these children's books, and he takes them to elementary schools and reads them to the kids. It's so beautiful. So I brought him a little book last night. And as I'm leaving the store, I can just hear him and the cashier, "Oh, we love her. She's so cute." And the girls that, my daughter and her friend said, "Everywhere we go, you have friends everywhere." And I said, "If that's what you want, like, if this, you got to be like this. If this is what you want, you
Mhm.
have to be friendly, make
Mhm.
connections, smile and be kind to people." And it's a powerful, trait to teach your children for sure.
Mhm. And it's like your children have the perfect example, because we model for them, they see things,
Yeah.
and that's a prime example there, you
Exactly.
know.
So,
Yeah. Mhm.
yay. I'm glad that it's pleasing, more than just the people that it's pleasing. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
and I'm very really excited, really and very, very excited to have you back on when the ADHD book comes out, to talk more about that and dive deep into that book. Is there a website or where people can go to find Rex's journey? Give us that good information.
Okay. Well, you can purchase the book on my website, which is Dr. Ambrose Pass Turner dash Dr. Ambrose pass-turner.com is my website. But also you can purchase at Amazon, Books a Million, Barnes and Nobles, Mascot Books.
All the
Yeah,
places.
all the places. But we do
Fantastic.
offer, yeah. But yes, so
Yes,
um,
go to our website. I hope that that comes directly to you rather than having to share with all those other places. I
you
know
know the
I'm
deal.
an author. I get it, right? Oh, I get it. So I'll send them straight to your website. Absolutely. No, I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. What a wonderful connection to make with you today.
Let me share this is very important too, because in support of Mental Health Awareness Month, which is in May, I will be giving away free Rex's Journey books from May the 1st through May the 15th. And
Fantastic.
so I'm going to probably post a link on at 11:59 on, is it 30th or 31? We have
I think the
31 days.
30th.
Okay, that day. So it'll be up on May 1st.
Perfect.
On May 1st. And so it'll be at my website, but I also will probably have it also on my Facebook page, which is APT Counseling Services. I'll have a link there
Yeah.
also. I'm going to give away some books, and then I will start sending the books out after the 15th, that week of the 15th.
Wonderful. Well, I'll make sure to have that information available to everyone ahead of time so that they, are listening and have a chance to get a book. Thank you so, so much for being here today. It was such an honor and a pleasure to talk to you.
Uh, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was so much
And
fun.
I'm going to pay attention to your podcast.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
very helpful.
you.
And I definitely have autism children that I
Yeah.
work with, and I think this would be an excellent resource.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic
always,
collaboration.
yes, I'm always looking to add on to my resource.
Yes,
So thank you so
100%.
much.
Me as well. So, and I'll every time I see, a post or anything, I'm so happy to share it to also help promote anything. And yeah, I'd love to just stay in touch.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. The SG Child Show, produced by SG Childs LLC. Thanks to all my viewers and listeners for your continued love and support. And thank you to the guests of the SG Child Show. It's been an honor to have you on the show. Thank you to everyone who continues to support me. Go to my social media and let's build this community together through kindness, compassion, and education for others.